Hey guys, here I am again with Jake's Metal Chat. This is episode 36. Yeah, 36 episodes now. Just want to check my channel again for any recent chat with Peter from Bloodsoaked. First part I had 6 views and the second part I had 4 views. And my chat with Joel of Lagerstein has 41 views. And once again, thanks for the subscribers, new subscribers. Just checking. No, he's not in yet. So just thought I'd do this first, then wait until he gets in and restart it, or just keep it up and just tell you what the hell's going on. Yeah, I talked about a package that I got, and I've been meaning to do that video very recently, but there's another video I got to do for this channel and get that out, and then yeah, see where it goes from there. Did say on my my participants that he was already here, but he's don't think he is now, so just gonna quickly do something, but I'll let you know what. Sorry, gone for a walk today, and that's to brush my hair out in the plait that I had it in. Anyway, CD videos, vinyl videos, tape videos, and plan on doing a video on my favourite band shirts as well. If anyone wants to see what I got, probably seen half of my collection in these videos. So yeah. Right, it says he's joined, but I'll have to probably resend it just in case he hasn't seen it, because I have, I'll go on my Zoom so I can have a look there, and I thought my video stopped recording, and geez, stopping it when we had a good chat going, like, come on. Anyway, meetings. Not much else, really. Might send it via his own Facebook, maybe, which is what I normally do. I don't normally email people, my guests, my meetings. I usually just send them via Facebook if they're on Facebook, but if they're not on Facebook, then obviously then I'll send it via their email address, which is probably not on Facebook now. So because my next guest is from Denmark, and you can probably guess who I'm going to be getting on. Maybe not. So just before our email. Yeah, I don't know why I'm doing this, but hang on, let me just pause this a minute, and then I'll get back to you. And I'm back. So just saw my guest is here. Just a quick note here. I got my Facebook page for this for these video series, and I'm planning on doing a live stream at some point, maybe during the weekend, possibly Saturday, because I don't have got anything particularly planned that day. and I don't have a lot planned really for other chats between that until Friday. So, anyway, let me get my guest in, and we can get on with this chat. Put on gallery view, because that's the way to go. Just connects into audio, and I got pretty much everything I need. And it didn't connect. Bloody. Sometimes Zoom does not want to connect your audio. But that is life. And we've got an email from. I think my camera's just gone off. Yeah, it went off for a bit. Hasn't done that for a while, has it? Can't hear him. He's saying he's having sound issues. Okay. It's all good, man. It's all good. Don't worry about it. What was I saying?
All right.
Oh, shit, there we go.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I just need to see your face.
All right. Is that one off still? Oh, there we go. Start video.
There he is.
All right.
How are you?
All right. Just got in the door here back at home.
Oh, awesome. How are you? I'm doing good. How have you been? I haven't seen you since Scandinavia Death Fest.
Yeah, it's been a while, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been a long while. The first time I saw you was at the Griffin.
Yeah, that was a warm night.
That warm night of a gig.
And we were feeling super ill afterwards and pretty much just having one beer and then wanted to lie down.
Well,
fun time though.
I tend some warm bands who play at the Griffin that it gets really hot.
I bet.
In that room specifically upstairs. Because they can't. Yeah, because they can't open the windows or anything. So because he's surrounded by other buildings. So
yeah, pretty brutal.
Fans didn't help. Like the fans blowing air around. It's just warm air.
It was disgusting, wasn't it?
It was disgusting. As you know, I've performed there already. So
it's cool.
I was wearing a shirt and a black T-shirt and just a lot of black. So that was my own fault. That's my own damn fault. But anyway, welcome to Jake's Metal Chat. This is episode 36. So that makes you guest 36.
All right. Sounds cool. Thank you. Happy to be here.
Yeah. Been trying to get you on there before, but I think you were a bit busy at the time. So
yeah, I suck at being online and getting things to work in general. I'm always a little bit behind on things like that. So I'm glad we got to work it out now at least.
Yeah, can't always be online checking your social media, and sometimes there's a bit of a.
I still have a phone like this, so I don't really.
Wow,
it's only when I'm at a computer I get to see these things.
That is an old school phone. I haven't seen one of those in a while.
It sends text and I can receive calls, and I can even call people. It's pretty practical.
Yeah, my mate Ollie's in our Stoner Doom death metal band. He has an old phone like that, so it doesn't have a one where you can just touch screen, which everyone else uses these days.
It's small. I just like when I'm not at the computer, then I'm not at work and I can't be reached, and then I finally get a break, because otherwise I'm just working all the time.
Yeah, we need a break from time to time. So, and this is your break, basically.
I don't know.
One of your breaks. For anyone out there that doesn't know who this man is, you should do, because I mean, if you love your death metal, especially the nasty sounding kind of death metal, then you should know this man's band. This is David Mikkelsen. I hope that's how you say your last name.
Sounds perfect.
Oh, awesome. I got it right the first time. So David Mikkelsen of the band Undergang, which have become one of my favourite bands in the last 3 years.
All right.
So, and we're going to chat about that band as well. But so how have you been of recent years and recent months and everything with what's going on at the moment? I'm not going to say the bloody name because I've mentioned it too many times now. I want to get off the subject.
Yeah, it's been a weird time for everybody. I know that, but over here it's been a little bit more loose, I think, than a lot of places.
Yeah.
So we were able to do live shows from
Yeah.
July last year until we just did the release party for Undergang on December 5th.
Yeah, I saw
Then a few days after that, it all closed down.
Yeah, I saw the footage for that. It looked pretty cool. Everyone was just sat down. I thought people were standing up, just standing there, like.
I don't know.
Can't
You think that the crowd was getting old, but it's just restrictions.
because of the restrictions, everything of you know what. But and I got that new album as well. I've heard it. It's bloody brilliant.
Well, thank you.
One
Glad
of my
you like
favorites
it.
of last year, and that was one of the last albums I played last year.
That's very cool. We're all very happy about it too. I think it
Yeah.
turned out the best we can do these days.
Yeah, and because David Ingram, as you know from Benediction, he also lives in your lovely country.
Yeah.
And he said things were a bit more relaxed or whatever he said. I can't remember, but
I guess it seems to like it here. I can understand that. And
Yeah,
it's been very
yeah.
nice of him. He's been saying some good words about our album, which I appreciate because I know a lot of people listen to him too.
Yeah, and well, last time I went to Denmark, it was a long time ago. I was a little kid then. Still, it's about the early '90s, so that's the last only time I've been.
Yeah.
There might have been Copenhagen. I can't think where I went now. I have to ask my dad because he'll know better than I would.
You get a chance again. You should come over. It's a nice place.
Yeah, I want
city.
to. I've experienced all my favourite Swedish bands in Stockholm, and I need to experience you in Denmark, or Copenhagen, or wherever.
Copenhagen, here you go.
Copenhagen, how you say it?
Yeah,
I say
English
Copenhagen.
speaking, we say Copenhagen, so you're all
Copenhagen. Right. I've said it right then. Always got to confirm I'm saying it right. If not, then I'm an idiot.
Oh, no. Can't blame you. It's a very strange little language we've got here.
Yeah, I've been trying to learn some Danish, but it's sort of cross between German in a way. The Danish language, and in some ways, it kind of you got syllables that sound a bit German. I think something like that. Not
Yeah, I can understand that. I guess you could say it's a little bit of a mixture of German and Swedish or something like that.
Yeah, it's cross between those two languages. So you might hear something that sounds Swedish, and then you might hear something that sounds German. And all of a sudden, it's like, poof, it's Danish.
A lot of mumbling going on, at least.
Mumbling, yeah. I tend to mumble even in my own language.
Yeah, it's good for death metal.
Everybody mumbles. But in death metal, it doesn't really matter. You can just make as much noise as you want, and people are like, yeah! But,
it's been going all right for 10 years here now, at least.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. And, well, speaking of band music and stuff, before I get on with the band, and before I ask about the band, where did your music journey begin, and how did it get into metal?
I think getting into more and more extreme music was thanks to the radio and MTV. Before that, I didn't really grow up in a very music-oriented home, to say. But it was more when I got a little bit older. My brother was a lot into music. He wanted me to play an instrument, and he was into some very different things than I was. But it was the start of my own path, at least.
Yeah,
I remember showcasing what's it called, that Sgt. Pepper with the Beatles at school at the project. We had a music class. We had to show something we liked, and then just on and off or whatever thing there, and then eventually it turned into getting more and more extreme. And when I discovered death metal, I knew that was the thing for me. The low-tuned guitars with the brutal vocals.
Yeah, as soon as you
the epitome for me ever since.
Yeah, as soon as you hit death metal, it all goes downhill from there. It ruins your life.
Pretty much. Yeah, here I am.
Yeah, well, yeah, because you because we both know this man. He has a channel called Ken's Death Metal Crypt. Ken. Yeah. And he's mentioned you quite a bit in his videos because he gets a lot of stuff from your label.
All right, that's cool. He's a good guy.
Yeah, he's a really cool guy. I've had him on here back last year, and he was on about getting into metal. He says, once I got into metal, it ruined my life. And another thing I'm just going to mention is, like, obviously when you get into metal, it's like you don't choose metal chooses you. That's it. That's his quote, as it were.
All right.
So it's like, you don't choose it chooses you. And all of a sudden it's like, there you go, grow your hair out. Grow your hair out, grow a beard, or have a shaved head, or a mohawk, or dreadlocks, whatever the hell. Doesn't matter. As long as you listen to brutal music.
Hey man, heavy is heavy. And I
Heavy is
like
heavy. And yeah, that label I forgot to mention when I was introducing David is Extremely Rotten Productions.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I love that name because when I got the new album, I got some stickers. I got a patch as well, which is going to go on my jacket. Just the logo.
Yeah.
Just the logo. For stop with the logo, and then maybe one of the albums later on.
Yeah, man. The logo is always the most powerful, isn't it?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Especially when it looks like melted cheese. I like that.
Looks like melted cheese. And just melted cheese. And obviously, I've looked at so many different bands from Denmark, some that I haven't been able to pronounce. There's one beginning with K. I can't think what the band's called, beginning with a K, but that album cover looks like some guy who's got the top of his head and the side of his head.
That's Conquer.
How do you say it?
Conquer.
Conquer.
Yeah, it's like a stupid variation of Conqueror.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Conquer.
Yeah, that's how I found out about most Danish bands, like death metal bands anyway. For Danish bands, obviously, one of the biggest names is King Diamond.
Yeah, well, that is definitely what we can always fall back on, no matter what any other countries have to say in metal. Then we can just say, well, the king is Danish.
The king is Danish.
I don't know. Some people might think it was Elvis. We all know that it is it's King from below.
It's like there was only one king, and his name is King Diamond. Or better yet, say like this: there is only one king, and he goes by Diamond.
I like that.
Something like that. But yeah, because I got to see him live actually at Bloodstock, which is a festival we have here in the UK.
Oh, yeah.
So
when was that?
Yeah,
was that a long time ago?
It was 2013.
All right. Did you enjoy it then?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, me and a couple of mates watched him. Can't remember what we watched him for, and then we got our own version of Jackass called Dirty Sanchez. Well, it was Welsh, but still, it's part of British culture. And we were just watching two of them just make complete asses of themselves on another stage. But I thought, let's watch King Diamond first, then go watch these guys. And the other band, oh God, I'm just going to mess their name up. I can't be bothered. But I've heard their stuff. I thought, I've got to find more Danish bands.
Anyway, there's a lot of cool stuff going on. There's a lot of shit also, but there's some good things, especially these days. We have quite a vibrant scene here in Copenhagen, especially with bands like Tophos and Sepchurch, The Inquisitor, Chaosian, Frenolith, Dead Void, Vomit Angel on the other side of the country. There's a lot of things going on. I'm sure I'm missing some now too.
You're probably missing a few, but I always miss a few here in the UK. But not just Bristol, just all over. But I was trying to think of another Danish, but I think they're Danish, Ill Disposed.
Yeah, they're from the other side of the country. They're definitely Danish.
Yeah,
it's not something I like though.
Yeah, I was just trying to remember they were Danish, and I was like, Ill Disposed. Yeah, and yeah, because the Danish scene must be really, really big. Because when I saw you on tour with another Danish band.
Oh, The Inquisitor, yeah.
The Inquisitor, yeah, you mentioned. Oh, yeah, you
just said the Griffin.
Yeah, I was just like, you mentioned them earlier. I was like, I know, just forgot.
It's all right. It's a little bit cryptic.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, the Inquisitor. I was trying to think, how do you say his fucking band name? And I was like, I filmed them as well.
Yeah, that's cool, man. They're great. They're pretty much my favorite current death metal band in Denmark, at least.
Yeah,
I think they're awesome.
Gonna listen to a lot more of them as well.
Hey, sure. They just put out a new mini LP here. We just did it for them in the beginning of February, called Humanoid. It's out on Dark Descent Records on CD.
Oh yeah, I think Ken mentioned that. I think Ken mentioned that. Yeah, in his video, because he always shows what he's got. He's like, I got another package today. Yes, Uncle Ken, you got another package. Thank you. Thank you for letting us know. He shows off what he gets, and then if he's got two of each release, he does like a giveaway.
All right, that's cool.
And yeah, I'm just gonna, because I don't have the first album of Undergang, but I have the other albums, and we're gonna get onto that band now. Who came up with the name? And well, yeah, who came up with the name for Undergang? Was it
I think
you?
originally it was our drummer Anders that came up with it. We
Oh,
were just kind of like discussing at the beginning what we want. Yeah, the guy with the beard.
big beard.
The caveman.
The great big bushy beard. What?
Which does make me think about Hot Fuzz. I like that.
Yeah.
But yeah. We were just kind of trying to come up with names that we were starting, and we were just going through a couple of different Danish word charts for it because we didn't expect to do anything more than just being local band. So being all Danish seemed fine, and we already started to do some Danish lyrics and song titles and stuff like that. So not thinking about how stupid it's gonna sound playing outside of Denmark, but people just say, "Oh, Undergang," and instead of Undergang, which just sounds normal to us, instead we sound like some puny gang or so. But it is what it is. Here we are now, and I guess people are accepting of what it is. But yeah, that was him. It means like world downfall sort of thing in Danish, so we just wanted fitting for kind of like gloomy, dark death metal we were trying to do.
I was just about to ask if it meant anything, but
Yeah,
now you
it
just
does
said,
mean something.
now
Yeah.
you just said, so there's no point asking it. And obviously you got how many albums? Blinking it, 5 albums, 4 lengths.
Yeah, we just did the 5th here in December. Yeah.
Yeah, and I got it, which we'll get to in a minute. But the one I don't have, but well, I'll just show the name of it. You'll know how to say it.
Yeah, Indhentet af døden.
What does that mean?
Means like caught by death or caught up by death. So like the end of things. You're finally dying.
Okay.
Yeah.
That does make a bit more, because your lyrics seem to do with a lot of death.
It seemed a little bit stereotypical, I guess, but that was just kind of what we were going for at first. And we thought, let's just make like a trilogy out of it. And we'll just have death in the name for the first 3 albums.
That's the cover.
Yeah. Oh, with the Obi stripe on it.
Yeah.
The Japanese version.
The Japanese version.
I don't know.
And there's a lot of great bands from Japan. Coffins, for example. They're one of my all-time favorites.
My absolute favorite from there is still Anatomia, though.
Oh, I didn't know that one.
Love how they keep evolving. They're just like some horror soundscape death metal band nowadays.
Oh,
I think it's great. Super dark, super gloomy.
Yeah, there was a band that I saw here in Bristol. They're all from Japan. And we were all trying to say their name, and I'm trying to remember what it was. It's like Oksu, Kotsu, or something like that. I can't remember.
Oh, so they're cheating and using a Japanese word for the name, aren't they?
Yeah, it's just like some really long name, but it sounds similar when you say the first name. And it's like,
yeah.
How do you say this name? But they were fucking excellent. But
they always seem like when they present their music, they're definitely ready to present it. It's always a lot more thorough, seeing that a lot of us peons in the West tend to do. I feel like their honor and codex or whatever you say, before you present something and before you ask something, you have to really spend some time getting your art right. I feel like every time you see a Japanese band, you can tell they're actually perfected what they're doing. If you don't like it, then that's another matter of a thing, but they're definitely doing the thing very well.
Yeah, definitely. And obviously I've seen some Japanese bands now, but my favourite one is always going to be Coffins, because I saw them in London last year, because my mate's band, who supported you at the Griffin, Cryptworm, supported them as well.
Oh, right. That's cool.
As well as another favourite band of mine.
Must have been a heavy night.
Yeah, and also Spectral Voice, they supported as well.
Okay. They got all the fun spots.
Yeah, it's just like, no matter who you put them with, they're just going to fit well, because they got that similar sort of sound to what Undergang has, that just...
Very swampy.
Very swampy. I've been saying nasty sounding, but I think I'll say swampy if I ever mention Undergang again. Or when I do mention Undergang again. It's swampy death metal. Or cavernous death metal, some people would say.
No, I don't know. As long as it sounds like sewage, I'm all right with that.
It's swampy.
Somebody flushing the toilet, right?
Yeah. And what I've noticed about Undergang, because every time I see bands, they always put English lyrics, but with you guys, it's all in Danish.
I know, we suck, don't we?
It tests my brain to read it, like, how do you say this?
Yeah, that makes sense. We just kind of like want to let the music talk for itself, even though we understand that the song title is going to be hard for everyone else to pick up on and stuff like that.
Yeah, I was just wondering, is that what you wanted to do? Just keep it all in Danish, or
I just wanted people to start learning to speak Danish. I think it'd be cool if everybody spoke Danish. Nah, I'm just joking. It was just we didn't expect anyone to care, so it's like,
No,
hopefully our friends will like it. We'll
no, I
just
was just
sing
interested
Yeah.
in seeing it all in Danish. Like we're peculiar from Finland, all their lyrics are in Finnish.
Yeah, well, we were more just that's what we started doing, so we just continue doing that. And
Yeah,
I guess it kind of makes us a little bit special nowadays for what that is. It's been a little bit more of a tradition for like maybe black metal in Scandinavia and stuff like that to have everything in the native Nordic language more than death metal. But
yeah,
the Danish language is very fitting for doing like low mumbling vocals, so it seemed pretty fitting.
it fits. So, and there's another band. They're from Indonesia, and they're called Jasad. I don't know if you heard of them.
Not by the name, at least.
No, because I saw them at Bloodstock, but they were clashing with another band. So I was like, crap, I forgot to see a band. But they sing in their own language.
That's the one,
Yeah, they sing in their own language as well.
Right.
So I was just thinking of other bands that sing in their own language. Hamford from the Faroe Islands, they sing in their own language. I don't know if you heard of
There's plenty. What else do you have? Brocheria, or whatever you pronounce, from Mexico, and Machetazo.
Yeah, I saw them at Bloodstock 2017. They were brilliant.
Yeah, that's cool.
Absolutely brilliant. What are you drinking? What is this drink? Is it a beer?
Danish Easter beer.
The drink of the Danes.
Yeah, well, that's what I have in my fridge.
One of them. And there's Carlsberg.
I know, that is my favorite go-to when I just go for a Pilsner here, though.
I don't mind a Carlsberg from time to time. If
good.
I can't find anything else to drink at a pub, I'm like, Carlsberg, let's go with that.
When I go to the UK, I prefer getting some cider because you got some good ciders over there. We don't get the same here.
Well, thank you for that. We do have some great cider, especially in this part of the UK. The rest part of the UK,
we went to the cider boat when we were in Bristol.
Oh, the cider boat, yeah.
That was cool.
So yeah. Well, I don't drink cider very much, but if you come again, I'll just be like, oh, here you are, plonk. Here's some cider.
Sounds good to me. I can't wait.
Have some cider, and we got plenty of it, so you can just drink us dry if you want.
I like the sound of that.
And
can't wait to return.
Yeah, come back. Because when I saw you guys here, and then again at Scandinavia Death Fest, I was like, these guys are just amazing.
Oh, I'm delighted. We always try to do our best, no matter what the circumstances, at least.
Yeah, there's because you got the crowd moving not just in Bristol, but in Stockholm as well.
Yeah, that's cool. It was
obviously doing something right.
Yeah, I like the sound of that. We were in a good crowd, so it's always nice to hear that you get remembered playing with some other heavy bands like we did that night.
Yeah,
festival as well.
Yeah, definitely. And what was I going to say? Your vocals, and I think I've said this to a couple of mates. Your vocals sound somewhat similar to Antti Bowman's of Demilich in a little bit, because he's got that really like grumbly sort of what he says. Well, what some people say burpy sort of vocals, but
yeah, very croaky
like that.
That's definitely a compliment, so I appreciate that. Yeah, I just wanted to get as low and as sick sounding as I can do. And his vocals are definitely an influence also, no doubt about that.
Yeah, that's what I was basically getting from your vocals. I was like, where the hell have I heard this? And then I put on Demilich, put on just any Demilich track and all of it, and he only got one album, so
yeah.
If they make
an master of that, though.
Yeah, I got the albums, great. Put one song, any song on, because I've got too many. I say too many. The song titles are too long.
All right.
When the Earth Drank the Weight of Water, that's the one.
It's cool.
It does the vocals. I was just like, what the hell is this?
It's not. It's sick, isn't
it? I was like, since his vocals, I was like, okay, this is very different from like Cannibal Corpse, Suffocation, Morbid Angel, Entombed, anything like that. And it's just like, he's just like, what is this?
Oh, I was like,
okay, I'll come back to this. I'll go back. Oh, this is pretty cool.
I don't know. You think it can't get any more extreme, and then you find something more extreme.
just find it something more extreme than that.
I love it.
You know, so Demilich, if no one, or Demilich, however you want to say the band name, however you say it, I know who you're on about. And if you haven't heard that band either, people, check them out. Check them out. For crying out loud, check them out. Because they're great. Great band. First time I saw them was 2018 in London.
Oh yeah, that tour.
Spectral Voice was on tour with them, and Necrot as well.
It was a mix of two tours, I think. I was actually in London at that night. I was just too tired, so I didn't go to the show. But yeah, that was the collidation of two tours.
Yeah, because I got to see Demilich pretty much like 2018, 2019, and 2020. So I was like, wow, 3 times in a row, but different years.
It's cool though, isn't it? All these bands you think you'll never get to see, and suddenly it's just like
that's what I was thinking. I'm never going to get to see Demilich. I'm never going to get to see Dismember. Dismember playing Scandinavia Death Fest. Fucking hell. It's like, but anyway, other albums you got. I don't know how to say this, but I'll show the cover for anyone that doesn't know.
Oh, yeah.
There's the name, he'll know it, obviously.
Skiller.
Skiller.
Yeah, no. TDOS. We'll stick to that.
Yeah, we'll stick to that. And what does, I think I looked it up, but I might be wrong, but what does it mean?
It's one of the bit more obvious ones, I guess. Till death do us part.
Oh, that's it. That's it. I wanted to be sure I was what I thought it was when I looked it up. Till death do us part.
Yeah.
And there's the back of it. Obviously, I know it says Extreme Music, which is David Rotten's label.
Yeah, we were working with him for the first 2 albums.
Yeah, and he obviously knows his music because he bought this out, of course. He knows his music. And I got to see Evolved 2018 as well. They were great.
Yeah, that's cool.
Didn't get the chapter, no. I think he was just chilling out or something.
Yeah, probably. I'm sure he'll get another chance. He seems to travel around for festivals too. He's a cool guy.
Yeah, I saw him at Film Fest as well.
Oh, yeah.
I saw Demilich for the last time. But yeah, damn, I knew I was meant to ask him. The first album you did, how long did that take to record?
On and off, roughly a week, 10 days or something like that. It was recorded in a very weird circumstances. At that time, we were recording at a rehearsal room out in a little island part of Copenhagen. And we were all just, it was just a party for us at the time, so we were just drinking and smoking weed all the time. And we were just very drunk during all of that.
As you do.
And same with the guy recording it. It was the first time he was used to recording punk bands, stuff like that. And we didn't really know what to do as a game one wanted. We just knew somebody wants to record us for food and drinks. Let's give it a go.
Yeah, just give it a go. And that's the first
same guy we worked with on the second album too, but he was working at a studio at that time. And that was, I think we were in there for a week or something like that. But then at the end of things, when we were doing the mixing, we had a couple, maybe 1 or 2 test mixes done, and then he got kicked out of the studio. So we never got to finish the album. So that album is basically a rough mix that we mastered ourselves. So that's why it has a little bit of an unfinished rough touch to it.
Yes, well, it fits what you guys are doing, so I'm not complaining. But here's a photo of.
I know. There's some very, very young boys there, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm trying to guess which one's you.
I'm the one to your left.
Left, this one.
Yeah, the other side.
Oh, that one. You got dreadlocks.
I had dreadlocks at the time. The squid mullet.
The squid mullet. Yeah. Because there's Did I say the drummer?
Yeah, that is the drummer. That's Hannes.
He's got no beard. What's going on?
It's weird. He was still very pubescent.
He's a baby face.
He's just a kid. Give him a break.
Yeah, it takes a while to grow facial hair. And there's a nice picture here of.
Oh yeah, I forgot that. We did a collage.
A nice collage. I keep forgetting that's a word.
Well, don't have to be French to say it. I guess it still counts, even if they're the enemy.
Someone wearing a Grave shirt. There. Nice Grave shirt.
Yeah, I got that from the tour when they played the Copenhagen and that. What was it called? Burial Ground, I think.
Yeah.
It was on our first US tour in America. That photo we having like little dinner at the singer from SF Alex's parents' home somewhere in the Midwest.
That's cool. What was that like playing the US for the first time?
It was great. I mean, growing up, I still used to think that everything happening in America was great, and now a little bit different, sadly, because of the way things are turning. But at the time, I thought it was the best thing ever. When you're a European band, you want to go to America
definitely
and make it over there.
Yep.
So I thought it was great. It was the first time I ever tried flying. I was flying over there also, 2011, because I'd never gone anywhere before starting a band.
Until then. Wow.
Yeah. We did 3 weeks on the West Coast, based around the festival in Texas, in Austin, called Chaos in Texas, where we got to see and play with Autopsy for the first time, which was awesome. We were touring with SF Alex from San Francisco. They were helping us out a whole lot, getting the backline and bus together for us. We played 3 weeks worth of shows up and down the West Coast. It was awesome. Good times.
Yeah, and we were just talking about the drummer. There he is with a beard.
I don't know. What happened?
What happened?
Suddenly he became a man.
In one picture, he looked like a boy, but then then he had hair on his face. Now he's a man. And one of you, some dreadlocks and less facial hair.
It was good enough for Carcass. It was good enough for me.
Good enough for Carcass, because obviously Jeff had the dreadlocks for
when Carcass were the best.
Yeah, and also, I think that could be I think that's an art influence for you guys as well, Carcass.
Oh yeah, I love Carcass.
Yeah, I don't know why you keep
doing the first 2 albums. Perfect.
Here's the CD. It's a nice little CD, and that as well.
Oh yeah. Funny thing about that piece behind the CD there in the tray, I did that originally for Extreme Music compilation CD.
Oh,
cool. On cover, he asked me to do a compilation. Yeah, he asked me to do the cover for that. So I came up with that, and I think he didn't think it was too strong in the end, so he didn't use it. So I just thought, well, we'll just put it in the CD. I already did it anyway.
Yeah. And of course, I don't think there's bass players in the band anymore, but
no, he quit in 2015, I think, 16, early 16. Yeah.
Well, yeah, because you've had different lineup changes, but it's just been you and yeah. So it's just been you two constantly.
Yeah, and we got a pretty good core there. We understand each other when writing music and playing together. It's really cool. He's got his own style, and it's great. And we just get along very, very well with the writing and composing things.
Yeah, he's a great drummer. He
never
seems to lose a beat. He never loses a beat.
There's usually the thing of rehearsal. The rest of us play mistakes all the fucking time.
But there's him just like
wrong. But he makes mistakes like, oh my god, are you okay? There must be something wrong, because it's always so steady.
I'm just thinking, is you guys making a mistake? There's him just like can't blame that on me.
No.
And because I used to be in a band, every time someone made this is a typical English thing to say, cock up, they would blame me. I was playing bass and he blamed me.
I don't know. As a bassist, the only one you can blame is the drummer, isn't it?
It's the drummer, but for some reason it's got to be the drummer it's got to be the bassist as well as the drummer, because they're the rhythm section.
But, it's unfair, isn't it?
It's unfair. But I also play guitar.
Just most of those rock stars behind the guitars on the microphone.
It's like, yeah, guitarist messes up. Yeah, you messed your solo up. See, now we'll blame him.
Which was that easy. But then again, then I'd be in trouble.
You'll be in trouble. No, just do your vocals in one of their faces, like just scare them. Now on to the second album, which I think I looked up what it meant, but you're going to tell me anyway. But this one.
Oh, the third album.
Yes.
Døden læger alle sorgen. Something like death heals all wounds. More, it's like we have a saying.
Yeah, I think that's what I looked up when I saw it. Death heals all wounds.
We have a saying in Danish like "tiden læger alle sår," which means like time heals all wounds. Right. So we just make a twist on it to say death heals all wounds. So when things suck, death is the escape. There was a lot of, I guess maybe I was feeling a little bit heavy a lot in the older things. So that's a little bit about the escape of things when things suck.
Yeah.
Just the end for all the pain and suffering.
Yeah, but well, like I said, the subject matter for what's in Undergang fits the music. So,
Yeah.
and another back picture.
Oh yeah, went to a cemetery at that time there. Bispebjerg in Copenhagen. That,
Yeah, we all seem to be obsessed with cemeteries in metal for some reason.
yeah, it's pretty heavy. It's very death.
Heavy shit.
That's an old Polaroid photo. We have this guy who's a photographer from here called Bjarke Elstrand. He worked for the label. Well, he started the label Mighty Music and Target Distribution. If you ever heard about that, releasing a lot of Danish and other things over here. But he is also a photographer, and he was bringing out one of these. I don't know what they're called because I don't know anything. But like with these old ass cameras on a stand with like a
tripod.
Yeah, the fire and stuff, the powder and stuff. That's one of those photos.
Yeah, because the thing you just said, the stand, they have tripods, they have all these other lenses and stuff. I didn't get have it. I just like, oh, take pictures of this. I'm done. But obviously, album cover wise, drastically different because there's red on. There's some red here.
Those are also made by me.
Yeah. He looked like he had a great night.
I know. Kurt Cobain.
And oh fucking hell. It was bound to happen.
I know. I didn't even think about what I did, but that was pointed out.
Dark Descent Records seem to release very good stuff.
Yeah, Dark Descent rules. We're very happy to work on that and Dark Descent.
Yeah, because Spectral Voices stuff's also on that as well, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, lots of good bands. He's picked up a lot of the newer Finnish bands too, which seems to be very popular these days, like Corpsest and Goldfilia.
Goldfilia.
What else we have?
No, I caught them at FilmFest as well as Galvanizer.
Oh yeah, of course, they're awesome. Yeah.
No, yeah, I asked the bassist, "Oh, I liked your bass," and he said, "I made that myself." What?
Yeah.
But it looks like a guitar. It doesn't look like an actual, like, your traditional looking bass. It looks like you'd made it look like a guitar in a way, which is a lot different. Or he is really tall, so it just looks like a bloody toy on him. Same with Henry from Cryptworm. He's fucking huge, and his guitar looks like a toy on him.
True.
It's like he's 6'6", so.
He's a big guy. Can't believe they allowed him in the country.
Yeah, he's taller than me. I'm only 5'11". So, how long did this take to record?
A week. I was done. We did a full US tour of like 5 weeks in the summer of 2014. We recorded that album at the end of the tour, so we'd be like very well oiled. So we played all the songs in our sets, making different sets every night for that month we were touring. And then we entered the studio in California called Earhammer. And that was the beginning of always working with him with all the later things, all the albums since that has been recorded there too.
Yeah. And
so a week we were just staying at the studio there in Oakland, in California, recording all day and then partying a night and then repeating the next day.
Recording, partying, done. And another picture.
Yeah, another one of the same.
Obviously, we got Autopsy shirt in there because
greatest death metal band ever.
I just seen a name that looks very, very familiar.
Oh yeah, I know. That's very cool.
As soon as I saw that, I thought, wait a minute.
That was an honor for us.
Eric Cutler.
We got to play with him a few times over there in the States, and we stayed in touch. And I asked because I thought, well, if you don't ask, you're not going to get anything. So I asked if you would be interested in trying to make a solo on the album since we're recording in Oakland, which is nearby where he lives.
Yeah.
We wanted to come by and put a solo on the album, and it worked out. And there we are. He even did a couple of them, and that was the one we thought was the coolest. We have a couple of the various versions recorded, also put into the mastering of the same song. That maybe can be used for something one day, but it's also just a solo. Everything else is
and who better than Eric Cutler to help on to do this album with?
I know it couldn't get any better than that.
Any better than that because he's a very, very, very good guitarist.
Yes.
Great. No, I say very good. Well, obviously excellent in the death metal.
I can live with excellent. Excellent sounds fine. I like that.
Excellent's fine. Because when I've said, "Oh yeah, that's good," and then someone go, "Good, that was excellent," it's like, "Oh, won't make me feel like shit." But no, because I had Chris Royford on Jake's Metal Chat as well.
Very sick. He's a funny guy, isn't he?
Yeah, we're just joking around and everything, and obviously his video would just cut out, but then I hear him, but then his video would be fine, and his voice would just cut out.
Yeah, right.
Because obviously I had to start like 8 p.m. here. It was like 12 p.m. for him there, because obviously California.
Yeah, right.
So I was just like,
Makes sense.
okay, it's getting later, but fuck it, I'm going to chat to Chris Wyford of Autopsy. Obviously, CD again.
Yeah, very cool.
And that's really cool. How death metal can you get?
I don't know, very death. But if you notice and you got our stuff, you'll see I was a little bit lazy. That is actually cut out from the button of the back of the split 10-inch we did with Anatomia. You'll find that on the back cover there too.
Oh,
But
cool.
this was released before that. I didn't know what to use, so I want to have something I thought was cool, so I just cut and pasted.
Just cut and paste, and there you go. I mean, it does the job. It does
Stealing it from myself.
As long as it does the job.
Yeah, and it does. It looks like death metal, so that's cool.
Yeah, and before we get on to the album, because obviously, when I find out most albums to see what's around, Metal Archive seems the place to go.
They got all the info, don't they?
They have all the info, and I'm trying to find some other bands on here, because I think there's another Danish band I forgot to mention, and that's Hyperdontia.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Yep.
Danish, Turkish, I guess.
Yeah, because they did a split with another band that I got into recently called Multiferum.
Yeah, Multiferum.
Multiferum, oh, how do you say it?
I know. I had to be schooled by them because I didn't know either. I'm pretty sure they say Multiferum.
Yeah, no, I've got to. If I ever get them on here, they're going to probably correct me, which will be fine because I need to actually know how to say it properly.
Oh, what are they going to do? Beat you up? They're on the other side of the planet. You'll be safe.
Oh, bet yeah. So if you are going to beat me up, can you beat me up with your music when I see you live? That'd be better.
Yeah.
Instead of just, yeah, because obviously, if you're on my archives, I looked at similar bands to Undergang, and there's Tomb Mold, Bolt Thrower. Okay, might have a bit of Bolt Thrower in there. Crips from Finland. Rock Trevor, which I don't think it talked about very much.
Yeah.
Woombath, how you say it? Fed It.
Yeah, good guys, friends of ours.
What Fed It? Yeah. I got their album from I think it's 2018 or 19.
Yeah, I think 18 by now.
18.
Time flies by, doesn't it?
Yeah, because I think one of the members is in Cerebral Rot as well.
Yeah, the guitarist.
That's it. Because I heard the Fed It album and I got the Cerebral Rot. I remember both, and I was like, "This is so sick! I love it."
I know, very sick.
We need more death metal like this.
Yeah.
We need the nasty, swampy, or nasty, cavernous death metal, but whatever you want to call it. With Undergang, it's swampy.
All right, I like that.
And kind of punky as well.
Yeah, man, all of the best death metal has a bit of punk in it too.
Yeah. See, hear what you just said. Some of the best death metal has punk in it. Because being from Britain, punk was very popular as well as metal.
Makes sense. You got all of the good bands over there too for what we started.
Yeah, we got, obviously there was Sex Pistols that were one of the earliest.
Yeah, also like that. I mean, for a lot of the British more punk style also influenced us when we started. Like always like Discharge and Axe Grinder, Hell Bastards, Deviated Instincts, Propship Doom, even though they're a little bit more death grind in it. But also I think Carcass started out early on with a lot of punk influence too, with Jeff Walker bringing in from electro hippies and so on.
Yeah,
I like a lot of all that old stuff there too, all the early peaceful.
Yeah, we got one. Yeah, Disorder. They're from Bristol.
Yeah.
Amoebics. They lived in Bristol at one point. At least one of them lives in Bristol now. They both live in Bristol. Because I did see one at one venue here in Bristol. It's not. It used to be called the Croft, but they called it Crofters Rights now. Right. That was the guitarist, and then I saw Rob the Baron Miller, who's the bassist and vocalist. At a short-lived festival we had called Temples Fest.
Yeah.
So I saw him there, but I thought, I don't think he wants to be disturbed, so I'll leave him alone. But next album on this list, and this was actually the one that drew me to you guys because of the cover. This one.
Yeah, it's probably the strongest cover we've done too.
And
a little bit more iconic, maybe.
More iconic, and trying to find the name here. Because
that's the one title you can actually say in English.
Yeah.
Pretty close, at least.
I tried saying it in English and I tried saying it in Danish, but...
Misanthropology. Or misanthropology, or whatever you want to do.
Something. Misanthropian or something like that. I can't think. I can't think. My brain's hurting.
I was just trying to be smart and make up words, so we came up with that thing there.
Smart and make up words.
All right.
And how long did this one take to record? A week again? I'm gonna guess
just a week again. Same situation. We did a full US tour, and then we went to the studio Earhammer again, like we did with the album before that.
Deja vu.
Yeah, pretty much.
So it's just like record album, tour, record album, tour, record album.
That's pretty much how it used to be, yeah.
Well, not nowadays, obviously. Once everybody is out of the woods with, you know what, we'll get back to gigs and festivals, and we can all drink beer, cider, whatever your preference of drink is.
You're saying and me makes yourself, so drink and be merry, right?
Drink and be merry.
There you go.
And a band picture.
Oakland Cemetery.
Yeah, that's very cool picture there, and obviously that's bassist.
Yeah, we had a different bassist at the time. Sam.
He was the one from America, wasn't he?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. We played with him at a couple of bands when we were touring over there before. First time we met him in 2011, he was playing in Bone Sickness. This kind of like Repulsion sounding punk death metal band.
Repulsion, there's another one.
There you go. And then later he played at a tour we did in 2013 in a band called Trepidation. Actually he was filling on drums in a band, Skolex from Oakland at that time. And then later we did another tour in 2014 leading up to the recording of our third album. He was playing drums and singing in a band called Trepidation. And then he was coming over to visit us at the time. I was like, hey, we've got a show coming up. Do you want to learn the songs and play with us because our bassist left? So that happened. And then a few months later, he was recording that album with us because we had written the songs already.
Yeah. Sure. One of them is wearing a Spectral Voice t-shirt.
Yeah.
It's just going full circle.
We just did a tour with them that year. We just finished the full US tour, and then we went to record the album. So I had the shirt from the tour, and I wanted to present that, I think.
Yeah, that's cool. And obviously, we got Spectral Voice. There's Necrot. He's got, and then I think he's wearing Grave Miasma.
It's drawn and quartered.
Oh, drawn and quartered, but I'm wearing Grave Miasma.
It's just a few dots, isn't it?
Yeah, it just looked very similar to that.
Yeah, I can see that. He is being a local patriotic, supporting a Drawn and Quarter from Seattle.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know that band is. Yeah.
Yeah, they're heavy, man.
I'm pretty sure I just put on whatever death metal bands I always put these guys on Drawn and Quarter. This is nasty. And I like this.
All right, yeah. That was actually from that tour too. That was part of the poster design that we did for the Spectral Voice Undergang tour. It was called Melting Across America. So there's a guy melting, crawling around.
Yeah, I'll just show it again just in case anyone was like, "Oh, you took it away too quick." This.
It's all blurry anyway.
It's blurry anyway.
Shut up, nerds.
And yeah, because I also saw footage of you guys on a TV show in Denmark, and you performed in this TV studio.
Oh yeah, that happened.
And because I think after someone were done cooking, you guys were playing music.
Pretty much. Like
how surreal was that?
9 in the morning.
Yeah, 9 in the morning. Whoa, how surreal was that?
It was pretty weird. It all happened out pretty fast. It was just We asked if we wanted to get on and do an interview about being a Danish band playing mostly outside Denmark and singing in Danish and have a Danish name. And then they're like, "Well, do you guys want to play a song too?" I'm like, "Yes, we want to play a song too." That sounds cool.
Songs. And I just watched it. I was like, obviously, what I was watching, is any subtitles? So I know what they're saying. Fuck it, I don't need them.
Yeah.
And obviously,
cool.
speaking Danish to you guys, and then speaking English to your bassist at the time.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, it's like, oh, cool, watching death metal, and then we got some cooking, or cooking first, and then death metal, and then we're going to eat that food. I wouldn't be surprised if they were eating their food while watching you guys play. I don't know.
You like to think so. I was a little bit surprised because you always watch TV and you see they like do this cooking program stuff like that, and you think, what happens afterwards? Do they all sit down and eat the food, or what's going on?
That's what I was thinking.
They fucking throw out the food.
They throw it out.
I know. So we're all just like, can we just eat it? They're like, yeah, you can eat it. All right, cool. So we just everybody get into that nice food they were cooking there in the program because nobody else was touching it.
Oh, cool.
It was just like having a bite for the screen, and afterwards it was just put down in the basement. I know. My heart was broken.
Oh, that's disheartening because we are lovers of food. And what t-shirt are you wearing?
The Sailor.
That looks pretty damn cool.
Yeah, that was a good band. They were friends of ours when I was still around. This mixed US black death metal band.
Black and Death.
Yeah, they were cool. This album's on. I'm a little bit doubt. I think the reissues at least on Profound Law, but I think they might have been working a bit with Satanic Skinhead Propaganda back in the day also. But there's still Cruciamentum speaking about UK death metal at least.
UK death metal.
All right.
Obviously, Benediction, Boltfur, Memoriam. Obviously, I said Crypt Worm already, but I'll mention
that's some of the new things. I don't really know what else new is coming out. They're probably one of the newer bands I remember that I like.
Yeah, we got a bunch of bands there. We got Separation, which is death thrash.
All right.
Body Harvest.
I don't know any of those, but
I'll send you links, and then you can give your good, honest opinion about them because I think they're great. I'm not saying that because I'm their mate. I genuinely mean that. They are.
Cool. I always like hearing new bands.
If you love your brutal technical death, Embodiment.
All right.
I don't know if you're
these are new to me. That's cool. I like that.
I'll show you. I'll throw them your way. I'll throw all the Bristol bands your way, even ones that ain't going anymore. Then you can have a look at that. Because I try to do that. I was like, I'll send you links, and then I forget. I'm like, shit.
Actually, send me the video. I'll remember when I watch it.
I forgot to send bands over, but I'll remember next time. But before we get on to the recent album, let's talk about the label you got. Extremely Rotten Productions.
Oh yeah.
How did that come about? And why then? Why did you come up? Where did you come up with the name for said label?
It's been a weird journey, so I'll just start at the beginning of things. The name. Well, I love Grave, and I think their best material is on the '89 demo. I don't know how to pronounce it, with the Anatomia Horus Humani, or however it is. But there is a song on there, Extremely Rotten Flesh, that was recorded later on, but never as heavy as on that demo. And being a big fan of that, I just thought, well, Extremely Rotten, that's a good name for my activities.
Yeah.
So that was us settled with that. But beginning, we were doing like a promotional tape for the second album for Undergang in 2011. And I thought, I'll just try to push it a little bit better. And I was running a distro for 5 years at the time. I thought, I need a new name just to brand things. I get it different out. I'll use Extremely Rotten, and I'll put this on the promotional tape. And then we have a background for using to get it spread more than just through the band. And that's how it started. And then since then, I did some tape releases on and off for our own things, and friends, and locally and internationally.
Yeah.
At the same time, I was running the distro. And that went on a bit of a hiatus for a little while. And then I got a kick up the butt again in 2016, 17 or so. And then we've been a little bit more active. And nowadays, the label is what I do. I quit my job. All I do is death metal. We opened a record store in 2018. We got that a new location more central in town, about to open again after the lockdown here next week. And yeah. Now it's a record store and a label.
Yeah.
Focusing on all things swampy and disgusting.
Well, you obviously doing well because you got all these different bands being released on that on the website, obviously.
I'm a picky idiot, and I just choose to work with the people I like and the bands I like, and reissue some of the fun things that I've had a passion for a long time that I would like to see in a different format. And there, in general, just support our local scene and our friends around.
Well, I have to go to this record store when we're allowed to travel again.
Yeah.
Then I can be like, buying this, buying this, buying this, buying this, buy all that.
Have a look at these. We got all that stupid stuff.
I will buy everything. Actually, I won't buy everything because it'll just weigh down my suitcase.
I'll take a note of that. I'll see. Buy everything. All right.
Take a note.
Jake, here we go.
It will take everything. It's like, ah, shit. maybe just that. Just a bunch of tapes. And obviously, because I got the new album, and I think I got that from the website as well. And I'm trying to remember. I think I bought that from the website as well.
Sounds plausible.
And I think I got that when I saw you live. I'm trying to remember now. My brain gets fried. But now on to the recent album, and one of my favourites of last year. And I'm pretty sure I've said it either the right way or the wrong way, because I've been reading it. So I'll say Ilvet. I think I said it wrong.
What? Aldrig i livet?
Aldrig.
Leave it. Yeah. It's not easy. It's not what you think, I guess, English speaking. But yeah.
Which I think when I looked what it said in English is it's like something I never in my life or something like that.
Yeah, that sounds pretty close enough. It's again kind of like a saying where in Danish, like what you would say in English, like over my dead body. Like
over my dead body.
No way kind of thing.
Yeah.
There we go. So
I saw this cover and I was thinking, who did the artwork? Was that you?
It is me.
I think you've done the artwork for every album.
Except the first one, then yeah, I did the last three.
Pretty much sums up what you guys play.
Looks like a silly cartoon, doesn't it? I'm glad it sounds a little bit less silly.
It's a gory, silly cartoon. and I'm guessing this took about a week to record or longer.
I wish. This one took longer because we couldn't do
this took longer. I'll show the book probably now.
So we started recording the cue guitars and the drums back in October last year before we went to Scandinavia Death Fest and then directly from there to Japan to play some shows. And then we were supposed to do it when we came home again at the end of October, but then it got postponed and we didn't record the guitars and bass till January. And then the mixing took place after that, vocals in February. So it was quite a long process. It was not as smooth and one situation as it's been in the past.
Wow. Obviously, another band picture.
Oh, who would have thought?
It's always band pictures.
Well, it's horrible, isn't it?
Horrible. Just ruin the album. I'm joking.
There's a little bird.
There's a bird.
Hey, birdie.
Hey, birdies. Well, that one's pretty fucking cool.
I know. It's disgusting, isn't it?
It's disgusting. This is where I get with this metal. Don't listen to it. It's disgusting. How dare you make this?
I know. Why is he lying so weird?
And obviously, I saw this. I thought, what the? Are they on a bloody?
Wow. I can't believe we're still alive.
You're still alive, and you've done this.
It's weird, isn't it?
And you've done this to yourselves. Why would you do such a thing?
We were bored. Had some time to kill, so we just killed ourselves.
Another band picture.
Yeah.
And,
looks like he's smiling. Yeah, smiling.
I think there's a bolt for a shirt. Is that bolt? Yeah. Are you smiling? Oh my God.
I'm not sure. Maybe. Would you like me to be smiling?
So usually when you get metal bands are like.
Yes.
And I think that's the last one.
Swell ornaments.
No, I think there's another one. Oh wait, there's this one with some lyrics.
Oh yeah, the penis.
The penis. We didn't see that. You didn't see that. It was very blurry. My camera blurs things sometimes.
So we won't talk about the other genitalia.
I like that.
There you go. Danish metal.
Danish metal. I would show the CD, but it looks like rotten flesh and shit combined.
It's a shot from the music video we did.
Oh,
It's, from the part where you see where there's like the human stew going on.
That's a human stew.
Yeah.
That's a human stew.
That looks weird, doesn't it? With the fat and the MTI socket and everything.
Because the song that I heard was track number 4.
Yeah, Menneskeder. It's a single.
Yeah, because I heard that, I was just like, because I found it on YouTube and I thought, what's this in the song? First thing that pops out is the drums. It's like, and all of a sudden you get like with the whammy board, and all of a sudden,
yeah, stupid, isn't it?
So I was like, oh god, I thought I just died. Because yeah, I'm just. You can tell I love my death metal.
No, not in doubt.
And obviously, there's the back of the album. Dark Descent Records, of course. Dark Descent. Because
our recording noticed.
Yeah, obviously, because like I said, Dark Descent Records seem to be releasing a lot of great stuff. Also, Transcending Obscurity seem to be releasing a lot of great stuff.
Oh, yeah, that's the Indian label, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
because they recently released a band from Portugal called Sepulcro, I think they're pronounced. More atmospheric death doom. They only just released an album.
All right, that's cool.
I heard one song from it. I was like, this is so fucking good. And
cool. I like that music.
Yeah, I love fast stuff, the slow stuff, mid-tempo stuff.
Yeah.
And also, I want to talk about the music video for Mansfield. I think I just said that. I'm not even going to say it now.
All right. Mansfield. Man-eater.
Yeah, man-eater. That's what it meant.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically, you look like you're in some sort of warehouse or some abandoned building when you were making the music video.
It's a basement underneath the basement, and then in the sewer underneath our rehearsal room. The one part is filmed at our rehearsal room. The other part is the basement and the sewer underneath the studio where we recorded several other things. Below the studio.
I guess that, yeah. If you got a room like that in your rehearsal room, then use it.
Yeah, it worked.
Yeah, because the times right in the video, if anyone's seen it, they're fine. They're just headbanging. Obviously, they're not covered in any blood until you see them again covered in blood. And your long sleeve is ruined by fake blood.
Oh, it's horrible, isn't it? I never got it clean.
And it's white. You might as well just keep it as it is. Because I think the fake blood on that long sleeve is like, yeah, just keep it like that.
Yeah, that's the way it is. That's how it'll be forever.
It'll be
at a friend's place now.
It'll be like that forever. And how long does that video take to record?
A few days. We just put a few days aside in July last year. We just went down to do that. So one day for just recording at the rehearsal room thing, that was live shots there, and then 2 days I think we did for doing the very scory bits down in the basement underneath.
Yeah, because I saw the video, I was like, you could fit this in some obscure horror film and it will fit.
That was a kind of idea, because who wants to see another video of the band playing? We all seen the video of the band playing. We want to have a little bit more to than just that. So hopefully we accomplish that at least. So there's a little bit more of the whole B horror thing going on.
Yeah, because
so it's not just look, band plays the instruments and headbang. Cool.
Yeah, because you had all sorts.
Make it a little bit more fun.
Because there was all sorts going on in that video. There was you guys obviously playing your instruments, and there's one bit of you doing your vocals, which I thought that's just a bit weird without seeing him do it through a microphone. And there's like blood coming out your mouth and shit. I was just like,
same, you can see better. It was like I was held by the hair, and then a separate head. We tried to make it look like somebody holding the hell out singing, but
that's what
got a
was
little bit
going
lost
on.
in the whole situation.
That's what was going on.
It's hard to see, though.
It's hard to see, but
you got to start somewhere.
It worked, and obviously we mentioned you had dreadlocks. Well, I found that.
Yeah, about at the same time. That's from the first Killtown Death Fest we put on here in Copenhagen, 2010.
Killtown Death Fest. Obviously, you in other bands as well. I was looking here, past bands, Hypodontia. Hypodontia.
Yeah, I was just singing the early stuff.
Yeah. Hang on. Let me just show it again so people are aware. And there's one called Realm of Chaos. Or anyone?
You think it sounded like Bullfrog, and it did a little.
Well, no, the name reminds me of their album, Realm of Chaos.
Well, possibly the best album they did too. It's definitely my go-to one, even though I do like all that.
Yeah, and obviously you don't have your actual name. Well, you do have your actual name here, but you got that name as well.
Oh, yeah.
Which translates to Torture Death.
Yeah, that's true. It was something I used for the distro before I changed to Extremely Rotten. We used to call it Torture. And then when we started the band, I was like, let's just use something different so it's not just John Smith guitar and stuff like that. So it seemed a little bit more fun and creepy. So we tried to come up with synonyms, and we did that to begin with. After a while, it just felt silly. So we just went, let's just be.
Yeah, if you introduce yourself with that last name instead of your own last name, people would just be like, what the? Sorry, what's his last name? His last name's Torture Death.
Yeah, I'm not even that crazy.
Does he do this to people? I don't think he does. It's just his last name. And, well, that's all the albums I got for...
That's all the albums. You did well.
Well, except for the first album, if I can find that, then my collection will be complete. Full-length wise. EP wise, you got fucking 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's easy. You got 3 that I can find, and I can't pronounce the names, and I'm not gonna.
That's perfectly fine.
Because that's on my list. Learn Danish. So, and I want to talk about that album release show you did as well back in December.
Yeah.
Because because every band's used to people in the mosh pit. Obviously, you couldn't do that because of what's going on. How weird was that? To playing with people sitting down.
At that time, it wasn't so weird anymore because we started being allowed to do shows back in July.
In July, yeah, of course.
So I've been doing like a show for our own bands and some other bands since July, once a month at least, sometimes twice a month. I'm doing this like little line of shows here we call Extremely Rotten Death Metal Volume 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, whatever. So we were able to do those and help promote our local bands and get to play ourselves and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So at that time we played several times already. So playing in front of sitting audience wasn't so weird at the time anymore. You get a little bit used to sometimes people are just standing there, arms crossed in the back anyway, so you don't always just get people.
Yeah, I've done that at some shows with some
throwing their bras over to you and having to kiss their babies while you play the show and stuff like that. But it's not all that anyway. So.
But when you first did it in July, was it weird?
Yeah, it was a little bit. I'll acknowledge that. But at the same time, I was just like, well, I just want to give 110%. I'll just headbang all I can and not pay attention as much to what the audience looked like. More just get into what I'm doing and just feel it completely.
Yeah.
So as long as you just do that, it's not that different, I guess.
Yeah, because I saw that footage, but I saw a bit of a live stream on Facebook. It was you guys and another band, but it looked like you were in a library.
Oh yeah, because we were in a library.
You were in a library.
We were not reading books that night. So instead, we were just allowed to put it on a death metal show.
Obviously,
a bit of a weird scenario, isn't it?
Yeah, obviously people sat down.
Yeah.
Not if they wanted to mosh, they can just, elbow.
Yeah, something like that. Keep distance.
Keep distance. Social distance moshing. But yeah, obviously, if that was me doing that with my death metal band I'm trying to sort out, I'd just be like, I would say move. I would say cause a circle. have a mosh pit. But since you sat down, social distance. But obviously, we haven't had many live shows in the UK as much.
No.
We did in Bridgewater, which is about, I think, like an hour or so away from Bristol, maybe shorter, where everyone was socially distanced, had tables inside where the stage is, so
Yeah.
people were socially distanced. I didn't see that, but then I spoke to my mates from Embodiment, Harry and Finn, and I asked, "Oh, how?" They're on about, "Oh yeah, they socially distanced." I was going to say, "How was it? How was it done? Socially distanced was that they had tables?" I was like, "Oh, why can't we do that in Bristol then?" But obviously, restrictions happened, and then we had to do that. Blah blah blah, blah blah blah. I'm not going to get into it because we've heard enough of this.
Yeah.
Let's just listen to music and forget everything. Oh dear. But yeah, what was I going to say? Undergang's been around since 2008.
That is true.
And you've been a band for now, well, 2018 would have been 10 years.
Yeah, I guess getting up to 13 years now.
Yeah, again up to the
lucky number.
And then when it gets to 2028, 20th anniversary.
I know. We'll see we're still alive by then, but hopefully so.
Yeah, it'll just be like, Undergang is all but finished. What?
Sure.
Do not finish the band. I want to see them again. Well, too bad. I was just like, do I risk going to Denmark to see the album launch show? I better not. But I can watch it on YouTube.
Yeah.
And feel like I'm there.
Yeah, well, we do try to get all the things since you can do the live streams nowadays. We kind of try to do that for all the shows we'll have to put on. Just so if anyone cares outside, or even here in Denmark and can't go, then you have the option at least. You don't have to, but it's something better than nothing, I guess.
I was thinking about it, but I thought, do I really want to risk not only myself getting sick, but getting them sick?
No, that'd be horrible.
So I thought, no, I'll just watch it whenever it goes online. Because obviously I did watch a live stream of you guys in your rehearsal room.
All right.
And then crossing out the songs with fake blood.
Hey man, technology is hard. I know nothing about anything. So
yeah, I don't know because it was the camera or your microphone was way too loud.
I have no idea. I think everything just sucked. We'll probably just play too loud.
You probably just played too loud. Everyone's up, turned up to 11 or whatever.
I think that's where it's supposed to go.
Spinal Tap again, people. Right? You know how they go up to 10 when it goes up to 11. What's next? It goes up to 13.
Yeah. Mine goes up to 20.
Goes up to 20. We'll be dead by then. We'll be dead if we heard that. We mentioned the Danish metal scene, but when you got into the Danish metal scene, and going back to when you got into how you got into music, how much has it evolved since when you got into it?
On and off. I feel just because there's like a line of new people getting into the music also, and a lot of new bands starting. We have a bit of a different union going on, and where I like to think that people are a little bit more supportive of the new thing going on. And seeming like death metal was kind of dead at the time. I was getting into death metal around the millennium change, and death metal was not cool. So we kind of had to build it out ourselves. There was nothing going on. There was not a lot of shows. So like, well, if you wanted to be there, you just got to do it yourself.
Yeah.
So we just started playing in bands, and we started putting on shows ourselves, trying to build up what it is. Now we can do that on a internationally scale. We even got to do that Killsound Death Fest, which was also just based on a collective of people that wanted to promote the current underground death metal around the 2010s. And we got that set up, and now we're just doing local shows for things around it. And I think I lost myself a little bit here, but things are definitely more happening now. We have more people come to the shows, or we start doing things. When I started going to the shows, it was a little bit small also, and nowadays it seems like even for local supportive acts like that, you get definitely more people coming out and caring about what's going on.
That's the main
knowledge, which is cool.
As long as people are going out to the shows, watching you guys play live, buying your merch.
Yeah.
supporting you guys in general. That's the main thing. That's what I love about metal music. We all just seem to band together when it comes to new bands or whatever. Just seem to like.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, check out this band. Yeah, like, and they might have a band to check out for you. Then you don't like that band. It's like, heard it, not my thing. Oh, fair enough. And another band I was going to mention, and I don't know if you heard of these guys because they haven't been a band for such a long time. Grotesque Infection.
Yes,
Because
big fan.
if I remember correctly, I think you got a vinyl of this on Extremely Rotten.
That is true. It was something I've been working on for a long time. And then suddenly I was speaking to Cam, the guy that does the Growl movie.
Yeah, I had him
They
on.
were working on that. And I was like, well, can you please help me get through to this? Because I was trying to talk to the band for a long time. And I just could not get them convinced that this was what we needed to do.
I don't even.
Finally, when they were getting that thing on, we got the LP going on too.
I don't even think they want to be contacted. Like, no, leave us. But I was trying to remember. I was just like, obviously, I was going to like say mention this band, but I'm thinking, wait, you had the vinyl, you had the LP. So yeah, I got this because I got it for CDM Records, which Cam helps out on. That's what I was trying to get out. I got the CD, and because I saw footage of them that Cam filmed at Niagara Falls Death Fest back in the early 90s. And because Cam's band played there called Mangled.
Yeah.
And I checked out Mangled as well. And if he gets that band back up again, great. I had him on here as well, but I did it on the TV. Did a live stream from Facebook, which you can find on my channel.
He was an actual celebrity. He was on TV.
He's on TV.
I know.
And he's been on Banger TV a couple of times as well, which is great. And obviously, the stickers that I got from same label, Undergang.
Oh yeah, one of them is turning around. Flip it up.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Follow the drips.
It's just you can.
There you go.
It's like, oh no.
Oh, there we go.
That's better.
That's better.
Oh yeah, of course. It's not that. It's that. Got to be upside down crosses.
Whenever we get help with the banner and they ask us, which way does the banner go? And look at the drips. The drips go down.
Oh yeah, because the skull's got to be facing that way, not that way.
Wow.
That way.
Spooky skull.
Because I got another Undergang sticker somewhere. It's sorry, go on. It's same logo, but it's green.
Oh yeah.
Blood. I don't know where it is. It might be in my drawer, but I'm not going to find it now.
Well, if you order from Extreme Rotten, you always get stickers. I like just spreading all this thing.
So if anyone wants to buy their merch, obviously, there's no point asking, but I'm going to ask anyway. If people wanted to find the merch, obviously we can get it from Extremely Rotten Productions or Dark Descent. But is there anywhere else we can get Undergang merch, or is it just those two particular places?
Now we got official merch being printed also by Inferno merchandise they're also from the US, and Warlord clothing in the US also does so. But we don't have a lot of things in Europe. It's mainly just Extremely Rotten. So depending where you're from, there'll be places: Dark Descent, Inferno, Warlord, all Extremely Rotten.
And that's where you can find. Well, I'll show it again. The new album. This one, either on CD or vinyl, and you can get a T-shirt.
Yeah, I've been waiting. The vinyl version of it is from Misako Noho from London. And they're just around the corner with the replacement vinyl. So it should be available for everybody again soon.
Yeah. Well,
those people that care about that and not just the CD.
Yeah,
I'll say it's fun because I'll put a lot of time into doing all the various artwork for this, for the booklet. And it looks a lot more fun. And the CD, the LP booklet, because it gets even bigger.
And, well, like I said, I got the CDs. I've been looking at the shirts and I don't know which one to get because there's just so many different designs. I was like, do I get this one or this one or one of the other ones that are on there?
Gotta make a choice. You don't want to all show up to the party in the same red dress, do you? You want some different shirts.
No, because my mate Rob Inno of DSL Costume in our Bristol band, he's the one that did the sound for you guys.
Oh.
He bought a shirt from you. He's the one with the really long beard, like goes down to there.
All right.
And he's got a T-shirt. I only bought CD, and I think I bought a badge or something. I don't think I got a badge. I don't know what I'm talking. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. But obviously, I know we can't go to gigs at the moment, but once we can, is there any bands besides the ones you've just said you've done shows with? Is there any bands you haven't done shows with that you'd like to do shows with once this is over?
Let's see. We want to do some more shows with Anatomia, that's for sure. Some more shows with Spectral Voice.
Yep.
We got some new releases coming out with both of the bands too. What else do we have? I always suck at this thing when I'm put on the spot.
Yeah.
There's a lot of cool things going on. God damn it. I can't say anything else.
Well,
right now.
I mean, when you can tour again,
right?
that's what I meant by with that question. If you can tour with someone again, when we can actually tour, but I'm just trying to think of bands you could, Spectral Voice. I'd love to see that. Definitely love to go. Quit Worm, play with them again because
hopefully with them we'll get back to the UK at least.
Yeah, come back, and if it's in the Griffin again, I'll be like,
sure.
Cider. Oh, and a big jug of water.
Yeah, probably. Well, so I'll just dehydrate.
You're gonna need water as well. Cider's not going to keep you hydrated for long.
I learned that last time. It was horrible.
It's just like, it's like, all right, we're going to kill him. Let's not kill this man. Let's not go another year without not seeing live bands again, because we need live bands.
That'd be great.
And on that note, thank you very much for taking part in Jake's Metal Chat.
Thank you, Jake. It's been cool being here.
Yeah.
Thanks for all the questions and the interest in our band.
And yeah, definitely. And you're welcome. And you're always welcome to come back if you ever want to do another chat about anything.
Sounds good.
Metal related.
Book me. I will come.
Book him, he will come. And that's very, very energetic chat, I have to say, from my end, because I got a lot of adrenaline pumping from my walk. So he's been David Mikkelsen of Undergang and Extremely Rotten Productions. Productions. I almost said promotions, productions. Extremely Rotten Productions. And I've been Jake, your host of Jake's Metal Chat. Be sure to like this video, share it around, subscribe to my channel. You don't have to, but it helps me out, so I don't sit around and have nothing to do or go completely insane.
Horrible. Get a job. Even worse.
Yeah. Well, of course. But in downtimes, if you've got videos like this, and you haven't got much of these videos going on, you might go a bit insane. But there you go. Anyway, it's been David. I've been Jake. Thank you for tuning in. Keep supporting metal, and we'll be back at gigs and festivals again soon.